Over and over, I keep hearing preachers in America, preachers around the world, saying America's in trouble. I just watched a Greg Locke, a pastor's video about the difference between voting for Hillary and voting for Trump, and Christian responsibility. But the bottom line is we need to get down and we need to pray. But here's the problem all the preachers are doing, because they are not hearing from God. What are we to pray about? You have to hear from God to know what the issues are to pray about. Pastor Locke, bless him, God bless him. He's telling the truth, but he needs to dig a little deeper in the well. Now God is telling people. There are people who know, that have heard from God, who have dug deeper in the well, only by the grace and the mercy of God. Now, one of the things that Pastor Locke said, and everybody's saying this, we are more divided than we have ever been. I have been sharing for years that the destruction that is coming upon America is behind dividing the land of Israel. The issue with the church is Israel. The prayer and fasting has to do with Israel. Obama was payback from God for Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton, and George Bush Jr. dividing the land of Israel, and Reagan and George Bush Sr. doing backdoor things against Israel. The Bible says in Zechariah that the nations that divide Israel, or the person that divides the land of Israel, will be cut to pieces. The preachers, we need to pray, we need to fast. But they're not telling us what about. I'm telling you what about. I know what I'm talking about. I know what God has showed me. I know what God has told me. And not just me. Obama, since he got in office, is dividing America the way America divided the land of Israel. And didn't give Israel a choice. And we as Americans and Christians, like, when is this going to stop in America? This is getting really, really bad. It's not. Apart from the church, those who know the truth, fasting and praying and standing up and telling the truth about the nation of Israel. Because Israel will still be standing when all the other nations of this world have collapsed. Israel is known as God's firstborn. That's what he calls Israel, my firstborn. And when you mess with his firstborn, you're going to bring judgment on yourself. Now, we have some real problems, though. 90% of all black churches are anti-Israel, anti-Semitic. Now, 80% of all white churches are the same way. They divest from Israel. They're Jew haters because they're all politically correct. All of them have their agenda, white or black. But it's one world, and it's antichrist, and it's evil. The curse is on America for playing games with the nation of Israel. And that is what the church needs to pray about, God's people. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Those who love her will prosper. The church needs to get red hot on fire praying for Israel. Those in the Protestant church, those in the Catholic church, those who fear God everywhere need to pray for the nation of Israel for the deliverance of this nation. Because we were giving Israel over to our enemies, Obama is giving us over to our enemies. I heard Pastor Locke say, there's never been an election so screwed up as this one. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, the one before Obama. We knew he was a Muslim. We knew he ran around with terrorists. We knew he went to a racist church. But the political correct crowd put him in, white and black alike. And then to make it worse, they voted for him a second time, knowing he was the most radical abortion president we ever had. Cut them up when they get out of the womb. Go get them, run them through the meat grinder. President. And now, I'm telling you, the key is Israel. It's Israel, it's Israel, it's Israel. Go back and check it. Go back and check what the American presidents have done to Israel. It's Israel. You say you don't believe that. Well, go along with your buddies that tell you to pray but don't tell you what to pray about because they haven't been close enough to God to hear and know what the issues are. The church in America that knows it ought to be raising Cain, ought to be lifting their voice high for Israel, holding rallies, big ones all the time, taking a stand so we can get God's favor where this nation does not have to fall. All these divest from Israel churches. They are with the one world government. Take the land away from the Jewish people. Drive them into the sea. Now, let me tell you where this politically correct is going. Ever since I was a small lad, I heard Israel was God's chosen people. They're going to make it. Well, you can't say chosen because that's racist. But the Bible says when the nations of the world surround Jerusalem, Israel, to destroy them and take that place, that God's fury is going to rise up in his face and he's going to get every one of them and destroy them. If you're a born again Christian, pray about everything. But keep Israel, your personal relationship with the Lord, keep that at the top. To buy this nation more time, more mercy and grace from God and favor. That it would slow this nation down from the evil they're doing. And the church in America, the evil they're doing against the nation of Israel. Jesus is God.